Now, the Labour Party is once again in the spotlight as internal disagreements take a new turn, raising fresh questions about party unity, leadership legitimacy, and the implications for the nation's political landscape. Recently, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, affirmed Julius Abure as a recognized national chairman of the Labour Party, a decision that has sparked immediate pushback. Senator Nenadi Usman, among other dissenting figures, has rejected the move and submitted an alternative list of party leaders, deepening an already widening rift within the opposition party. Now, the crisis is unfolding at a critical moment when parties across the country are positioning themselves for future elections. For many observers, the current turmoil within the Labour Party raises concerns, not just about internal cohesion, but also about its capacity to provide a strong alternative voice in Nigeria's democratic space. And to help us make sense of these developments and what they may mean for the party's future, we have with us this morning Ayo Olorunfemi, the Deputy National Chairman of the Labour Party. He joins us to provide clarity, context, and insights into the ongoing crisis and the road ahead for the party. Nice to have you join us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you so much, and welcome to December.
Thank you. We thank God.
All right. At the last count, INEC attended your NEC meeting, but what is coming from your party is that it's an endorsement of the Julius Abure-led faction of the Labour Party. But let us get for clarity's sake. Attending your NEC meeting, does that translate into endorsement, and has INEC officially communicated your party that Julius Abure is now the recognized party leader?
Well, yes, Abure has always been the recognized party leader. But before I go into that, let me, on behalf of the entire leadership and the members of Labour Party, condemn the arrest of one of our most respected and trusted leaders, Dr. Senator Dati Baba Ahmed, on Friday. That arrest was uncalled for.
Do you call that an arrest or an invitation for clarity by the DSS?
In Nigeria, when you are invited by the police or
so
DSS,
let's put the right
it's an
context.
arrest.
He was invited for questioning.
What's the difference between being arrested and being invited?
Okay, we'll come to that, but let's stick with the first question. We'll come to the
instead of inviting him, they could have sent some of their officials to his house to go and ask questions if they have any question. You know, there are procedures. When you invite such a person, caliber of person, to your office, it speaks volume. And you have done that in the past, and you didn't even allow them to come back. But in this case, thank God that within an hour he came back. Of course, I don't expect a sensitive institution like that to be joking with the state of the nation, especially at the time that the level of hopelessness is rising, and anybody that speaks true to power, you want to arrest them, you want to intimidate them. What they have done is intimidation. If we want to use another word instead of arrest, it's intimidation, and they are indirectly intimidating the Labour Party. They have done so much. They have done so much.
We'll come back to it. That's it. Please.
We will no longer accept any form of intimidation against any member of the party.
Okay. Let's go to the issue, the initial issue I asked. The observation of INEC, of your NEC meeting, does that translate to an endorsement? Has INEC officially written or made a statement that they now recognize the Julius Abure-led faction?
INEC doesn't have the power to recognize or not to recognize.
So why are you celebrating?
Wait. I will explain to you. It's not there. It's not in the place of INEC. Don't forget that even the court doesn't have any power to delve into the leadership issue of any political party. Okay? It is mischief of Nenadi and his group that led to all of this. And unfortunately, we had an institution. We used to have an institution that was so weak, an institution called INEC that was so weak. But now we have a solid INEC that is being manned and controlled by somebody with his brain. That is exactly what you have seen. The court does not have any power to delve into leadership issue. The reason why we went to court, I need to put that on the table. The reason why we went to court was the attitude of INEC, refusing to invite us to attend a meeting that was meant for Edo and Ondo election. And we went to court to tell the court, to order them to allow us, to invite us for any meeting that has to do with Edo because we have candidates. Nenadi came and joined from nowhere. Nenadi was never a member of NEC. He was not even a known member of Labour Party. He was a member of OB support group. He came from nowhere. She came from nowhere and joined in that matter and brought in leadership issue. And that was what went to Supreme Court. And Supreme Court said, no, you cannot deal with leadership issue. The party has its constitution. Every party must obey its own constitution. The party takes decision on this.
Mr. Olonfemi, you have pushed out some statements now. I need us to clarify on those statements. Yeah. On one hand, you said you had an institution, referring to INEC, that was so weak. According to you, this institution once allowed the Nenadi-led faction to attend the meeting.
No, it never attended. No, they never attended any meeting.
You said they didn't invite your faction.
They didn't invite. I'm not talking about faction. They didn't invite Labour Party.
They didn't invite Labour Party. Julius Abure was not there. I'm going somewhere.
Because Julius Abure was not there, Labour Party was absent in that meeting. And that was why we went to court. And when we went to court, Nenadi took that, saw that as an opportunity for the mischief they wanted to make. He came and joined. Unfortunately, the court joined for whatever reason. Because the court has no business joining the woman in the first instance because she was not a member of NEC. She was not qualified to be in our convention, which we did. She doesn't have any qualification whatsoever.
That is according to you.
Now, according to our constitution.
Over the weekend, there was this press statement from your party, from your faction, that celebrating the fact that INEC attended your NEC meeting. Yeah. Now, you on one side, you just explained now that INEC has no business.
No.
Whether they attend or not, it's immaterial.
Wait. Let me tell you, the role of INEC is very clear. All right. To observe. When you say an observer, they have observer status. And when they don't observe at all, it can bring about some controversy. But when they observe, it tells you that there's no more controversy.
And observation, does that validate? Does that mean validation?
Yes, it means validation.
Is that a communication? I asked you initially, was there a communication from INEC to you?
There was no communication from INEC to us that we were not recognized in the first instance. No communication, no letter. All right? And that is to the extent that INEC cannot determine the leadership of any political party. It's not in their duty. The only thing they can do is when the party did not follow its own constitution, they can raise a dust. And they never raised any. We, in 2024, wrote notice as allowed by the Electoral Act to INEC, informing INEC about the national convention that we were planning to hold. INEC received the letter. It didn't say you cannot hold the convention. Nobody went to court to say, court, stop them from having their convention. We had the convention, did a very wonderful job. Alex Oti attended the convention through his deputy governor. All his senators in Abure attended. All his commissioners attended. All his aides attended because they are qualified to be in the convention. His deputy declared Abure an NWC winner and swore them in. This report went to INEC. INEC received the report. 4 months later, you now want to begin to say what? Institutions don't run like that. As a matter of fact, that the former chairman of INEC should be probed.
Why? You think he's complicit in all that?
He is complicit. If we have a country that is serious, they will probe his account, probe everything, and see all the inflow into those accounts.
Now, as it stands, there is still seeming controversy in the Labour Party because at this moment you have 2 NWC lists before INEC because the Nenadi Usman faction have also submitted a list to INEC. You said your own faction, by attending that NEC meeting, INEC has recognized, but the other faction have submitted a list. So INEC has possession of 2 separate lists of NWC. Now, where does this bring your party?
If there is no mischief from some people who generated the list that Nenadi submitted, who are they? Where are they coming from? From where? Who put them together?
Of your party.
Who put them together? You can't find NEC member in that and the people that. So look, you have forgotten so soon that somebody called a meeting in Umahia. The governor of Abure State called a meeting in Umahia. He doesn't have the power to call any meeting in the first instance. Okay, as governor, he can only call meeting of his own state executive council, not the meeting of the party. You have seen PDP even in their own crisis. Did you see any governor as powerful as all the governors were? Did they take any decision for the party? No. So the Abure State governor Alex Oti went, beyond his own power to have called a meeting, and he called meeting and invited elected officials, former candidates, former this, former that, to that meeting, and he called it extended NEC meeting. Who are the members of NEC? Apart from him and his deputy. Out of 108 people, 2 of you from the same state.
And they went ahead to court to challenge the leadership of Abure. Now my question now
to
is,
did you say they went to court?
I said they're challenging the legitimacy of the Abure-led faction.
At where?
Because they have a parallel NWC and they have submitted the list to INEC.
Hello, a group of dog. If you want to take that as anything, a group of dog can also write and say, Mr. President is no longer president. That is exactly what you are saying. That is exactly what you are saying. Don't we have rules? Are we not having a constitution? I just told you now, we had a convention that was never challenged. PDP is having problem with his own convention now because a court order say, don't do it. Another one say, do it. All right? In the case of Labour Party, which court order say, don't do convention? Or after the convention, which court ruling or court judgment said, oh, this your convention is not valid?
Okay, let's move forward. Now, this is
and of course, before I land, of course, the convention is the highest decision-making body of the party. Once it takes a decision, it is the only body that can reverse its own decision.
Now, this is December, and very soon the 2027 election, preparation for 2027 election will be in top gear. Now, while some other political parties are already positioning themselves, Labour parties seem split, and rather than consolidate their fronts, Labour Party is still fighting for who is the legitimate. Now, you are the deputy national chairman of the Abure-led faction, because the other group also claim they have an NWC. My question now is, ahead of the election, what are you putting in place to bring everybody on board? Or do you want to fight till you get to 2027? What measure of reconciliation?
We are not fighting anybody. It's just that Labour Party has moved on. We have done reconciliation. The Apapa group are back in the party. They have been given position, given slot, and they are happy. Right now, as you speak, Arabambi is in the southwest moving around. Okay? Preparing for the congresses that we are having this week. All right? Favor is in south-south, moving around. The deputy women leader in that group, they are all working. And we are prepared. We are even much more prepared than 2023 as we speak. We have our strategy, but we are not going to discuss it here. Nigerians are becoming more and more hopeless.
Now, where does this preparation place your presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi?
He's a former presidential candidate.
Is he also a former member of your party?
I don't know.
Have you sanctioned him?
We have not sanctioned him. It's a personal decision of his.
So which means, according to that, at this moment, he's still a member of your party?
Well,
because you have not expelled him.
We have not expelled him. Okay. But we have been hearing his voice, in ADC. Even the Nenadi you are talking about is the coordinator of ADC.
So have you reached out to Peter? Have you reached out to Peter Obi?
Well, we are doing that. We are doing that. We are not ruling out anything. We are doing that. But everything is
because
going to be
Labour Party is not Labour Party without Peter Obi. He was the one that gave flesh to your party in 2023.
It's not true. If he gave flesh to our party in 2023, why didn't he win Anambra election? That is just his state. Why didn't he win his own polling unit? You had Soludo. He said we left his polling unit for him to win. And unfortunately, he couldn't win it.
Let's briefly talk about the Anambra election.
I've told you before.
The candidates of Labour Party.
I've said it
for me. The candidate of Labour Party in the Anambra election was your own candidate.
Yes,
was your own candidate.
For you to know.
Just listen to the question. Peter Obi only endorsed him because he said he still believes in that candidate. So he was your own candidate. What role did your own faction play in his campaign?
I kept on telling you we don't have faction. The comrade Moghalu, the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Anambra State, is a very good man, a very good candidate for that matter. Maybe the best for Anambra in that election. But unfortunately, Obi carried him on his shoulder.
So
Obi carried him on his shoulder.
So you abandoned it because Obi came in.
Wait, I'm talking. Don't put words into my mouth. Obi carried him into his shoulder, and we were not officially invited. I don't go to.
Wait, let's get it straight. It's your candidate. You nominated him.
Yes.
You are not saying you are not officially invited. Do you have to be invited?
We don't have to get cash
to the party of the candidate you nominated.
If you are going to start your campaign, you get the party. You carry the party along. Even when you select or appoint your campaign team, the party should be carried along. All of these things were done in cohort with Obi. And we decided that no, at this level, nobody should make any noise. Let's allow them to go and prove themselves.
Well, earlier you said Peter Obi could not win his word for the Moghalu candidate of the Labour Party. Now, don't you think that the failure of Peter Obi in that election is the failure of the Labour Party because that candidate was nominated by your own Abure-led faction?
First and foremost, that also tells you that there was no time that INEC refused the recognition of Abure as the chairman of Labour Party. That is one fact, because all the candidates that have been coming from Abure. Yeah, and there was no time that INEC ever invited Nenadi or any assumption that Nenadi is now the chairman.
No, so you're evading my question.
Yeah, I just want to say that, so that before coming to your question. Now to your question. Moghalu didn't lose that election. Labour Party didn't lose that election. Obi lost that election. Coming from all that you have been saying, Obi made Labour Party. Obi made Labour Party. You said it. Some other media arise, all of them say, without Obi, there's no Labour Party. Now, why is it that Obi could not deliver Anambra, his own home state? We showed it to the whole world in Edo. We showed it to the whole world in Edo. All right? He came to Ondo State to come and campaign for a candidate he tried to impose. He didn't get 50 people. Okay? Let me tell you that tells you that no individual, no matter how highly placed, can be bigger than the institution that makes it.
Okay. In election, political parties participate to win. Now, is it that you are more interested in who runs the affair of the Labour Party than who wins an election nominated and endorsed by your party?
Leadership is about integrity.
The question is, you're more concerned about who runs the affair of your party?
Yes. Leadership is about integrity. If Peter Obi is full of that, he wouldn't have encouraged this crisis. When there's crisis in a political party, there are repercussions. Thank God we have passed that phase and we have recalibrated. Labour Party has recalibrated and we are coming stronger than 2023. I won't leave it. I said it before, even in this studio. I said we did something in 2021 that led to 2023. Peter Obi was done with us in 2021. Now we have re-strategized, and we are coming again. Nigerians will receive us. Nigerians are waiting for us.
In the 2023 election,
the youth, they are waiting for us.
In the 2023 election, it's on record that most of the people who came into your party or who won, that your party won their election probably as lawmakers or governors, was because people came in and your party threw the door open to everyone that will come in. So in 2027, I also considering that alternative, that you throw the door open so that whoever can come and fly the ticket of your party.
The difference now,
because your party is generous.
Yes. The difference between what happened in 2020 and the 2023 election and 2027, what we are going to see is that we are not just going to admit anybody anyhow to contest and fly our flag. We are going to ensure that whoever is flying our flag understood our ideology to the fullest. If you don't understand what we stand for, you don't have business having it. And that is why we have we have what they call a leadership institute, where our ideology will be sent down to every member of the party, particularly those who are going to be running for election under the platform of Labour Party. Okay,
permit me to still stay around Peter Obi, because at the moment there are speculations that he may move into the ADC. He has not officially done that, and also we have not officially also heard that he has defected from the Labour Party. Now, if he picks the ticket to run in 2027 on the platform of the Labour Party, would your party endorse and support him?
Well, it's not for me to determine. It's for the party to determine. I won't sit down here and say he's going to be our candidate. That would be undemocratic. All right? But you've said something. You are neither here nor there. It's for the people to determine. The party is being driven by people. All right? From various states. We have the southwest, we have the southeast, south, north, central, northeast and northwest.
Okay, tell us about Dati Baba Ahmed, who was the vice presidential candidate to Peter Obi in the 2023 election. He's back to the Abure faction. He has
never been out of Labour Party, and he has always been there saying the truth. All right, and he understands what the law says. He read our constitution, and he knows right from the beginning that Nenadi and our cohort were chasing shadow. All right? And that is a man who is not afraid of saying the truth, no matter how it hurts. Courageous man, a highly focused man, incorruptible, straightforward.
Because he's with you now?
Not because he's with us now, from his antecedent. Can you trace any corrupt practices or corrupt activities to him? No, you can't. He was a senator.
Why this interest in Baba Ahmed? Is it about 2027 or 2031?
I'm not talking. I don't know what is going to happen in 2031.
In 2031, presidential power, the presidency will shift to the north. As far as it is assumed that after 8 years in the south, it will move to the north. Is he being positioned for strategic mission in 2031?
Let me tell you, as far as Labour Party is concerned, we are not interested in all this your zoning that have never benefited the country. Since we have been zoning, what progress have we made? Nothing, no progress. So all this regional politics, tribal politics, cannot take us to anywhere. And so that is why Labour Party is unique. We are different. By our orientation and everything, we are different. We are colorless. We don't have color. We don't have tribe. No tribal mark. We are truly Nigerians. And that is what we stand for. It's a Nigerian party that doesn't see the difference between an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, or Hausa man, or Fulani man. We are all one. And that is what we stand for. We want to pick the best.
The public sentiment is that
when you are picking your football team,
South.
when you are picking your football team, do you pick them based on quota system? No, you pick them based on their performance. And so this is a teamwork, and we are looking for the best. And in looking for the best, we are not looking at whether the person is from the south or from the east or from the west or from the north. Okay, all we are looking for is somebody who can roll his sleeve. Somebody who can decide to say, okay, today, military, I'm following you into the forest. Wherever they are, let's see them. If I die today, I die. Those are the kind of... we need somebody who can say, within the next 24 hours, those guys who are operating within the axis of Ayere.
Do you have such a candidate presently in the Labour Party?
We have. They are already showing sign. I won't mention their names. They are already showing sign. They are already.
So the ticket may also go to the north.
It may go to the north. As a matter of fact, we have 2 or 3 candidates from the north that are seeking.
Who are they?
I won't mention them.
One is Baba Ahmed. Who is the second person?
Well, you are very correct if you mention Baba Ahmed, because he was a former vice presidential candidate and is eminently qualified.
So you're considering him for 2027?
Yes, I am considering him personally. As a matter of fact, I will tell you right here and now that is my candidate, and that is the person I'm going to root for. All right? There are other candidates, there are other aspirants coming. I'm not going to mention their name for strategic reason. All right? So I will need somebody who will go to my village in Ajowa, the forest there, around Akunu and Ayere, where they are killing and kidnapping people every day, and say within the next 24 hours, I want that bush cleared, and it will be cleared. I want Jekun bush and Kotangura forest cleared, and it will be cleared. You think our army cannot do it? You think our police cannot do it? Give the assignment to mobile police force. They will finish them. There's something in this thing that is making it difficult, making it look difficult. It's not difficult. Who are these guys? That the federal government of Nigeria, with the kind of military we have, with the kind of police force we have, cannot clear these people within a week? Abba, something is wrong. I don't want to go into that.
Now, something you said it's wrong, and how quick do you think the country can win this war against terror? And your political party, have you suggested strategies to government? Have you had an opportunity to talk with the leadership of the country?
If you give us the opportunity to talk to the leadership,
somebody is there now.
Yes, somebody is there. We have said it for the 15th time on air. But if we have the opportunity of sitting down with the government, we are progressive. We don't want people to continue to die. We will give our own strategy. This is something that can be technologically achieved.